So this is my review of ToyOtter and the Multiversity's collaboration of Big Barda, and I love this figure. It so coolly fits in with the rest of the Superpowers collection, and that's one of the things that I think is so great about the work they've been doing is it fits in with, it looks like it fits in perfectly with the original Kenner figures. So this looks like it came right out of 1986, 1985. It just has that perfect sort of Kenner sculpt and look. Has that comic accurate costume and just really jumps. And again, they're using magnets to hold everything together, but you've got Barda's, I think it's a cosmic rod if I'm not mistaken. She's got that. She's got the wonderful skirt piece that's connected. Cape is attached nicely. And the sculpt details in this outfit, it's really interesting. I think Barda's probably one of the few figures I've reviewed twice, which is interesting because there was one that I created from, one I painted from Superpowered Customs on Etsy, which is a great sculpt as well. There's a lot of interesting influences in the Barda costume, which if you want to read more or learn more about that, you can go back to that other review. But it was just such a cool design to take on. And again, part of JLI, I just published a booster gold review from RB Customs, but love the fact that she is adding to this Justice League International team. And you can see her paired with her husband, Scott Free, Mr. Miracle. By the way, you'll notice Mr. Miracle here. I've got a couple things different on him. Those are just little customs I added. I've got a Cape Master cape, and you'll notice that I've added some red to where the eyes are to give him a little more depth. Kenner was really starting to skimp on detail back in the day in 1986, and they didn't do things like add the detail around the eyes or give him the correct yellow circles on the elbows and on the top of the boots. So I added that a long time ago, and even messed it up quite a bit, but somehow I was able to come back from it and it looks okay. But love how they pair together here just perfectly. They're, again, look like they're part of the same collection. At least to me they do. And I've never loved Mr. Miracle. That's one figure that hopefully, you're going to see. I've asked some customizers to take a crack at this, and hopefully we'll see some difference, or a different looking Mr. Miracle at some point in the future. Head too big, legs misapportioned, but and body just weirdly sort of too big, too hefty around the waist area to be Mr. Miracle. But coming back to Barda, the cool thing that ToyOtter and Multiversity do again is they make these figures that feel like they fit in perfectly. The Batgirl figure that I had created from them a while ago fits in perfectly. Barda fits in perfectly. And the Demon, which they recently released, a perfect addition to the Superpowers line. So stay on top of these releases that the Multiversity does. Like every month or every other month, they usually have another figure they release, and I think usually it's around $100 to buy a figure, but you get this incredible, great quality sculpt that fits in perfectly with the line. And again, it's kind of like the mid-tier option. If you look at RB Customs, they're at the high end. This is sort of the mid-tier option that we're getting in the community, and then you have some do-it-yourself options with a little bit more affordable prices down at the low end, which is Superpower Customs, and I love all of them, right? Superpower Customs, I love them. Some people criticize them, but I actually have a great time with them. And usually if I just use a little bit of sandpaper, I can get them to look as good as anything else. But coming back to this, don't hesitate to reach out and get this figure next time around. And again, I think you can have, if you didn't get one, I don't know if Multiversity still offers this, but I know he will create a custom of this for you. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's not out of the park expensive. So might be worth reaching out to get your version of Barda. Feel free to leave your comments below and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Also, I'll put in a link into the Multiversity's page in the comments as well. Thanks.